It's that time of year.
It's money time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are we going to do about these cats? Jingle jangle for the po. Huh. And once you get down to In Sports Talk, you ain't gotta look no more. Check it out. We in the building, man. I think we in the building. Hopefully we in the building. YADABEAR's right there. Windwalker's in the house. Down to In Sports Talk, man. 2023.
Here we go. Look like you're muted over there. It must be Tuesday. You know how we do on a Tuesday. Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, it must be Tuesday, man. We in the building. We in the building. We got the 3-person weave in the house. We got left-handed right here. And we got that lovely music. There you go. All right. Left-handed right here. YADABEAR right there. Windwalker in the house. All right. Down in Sports Talk, man. We doing it, making it do what it do on a Tuesday night as usual. We got some good news and we got some bad news. The good news is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in first place. All right. And the bad news is, I'll let YADABEAR tell you the bad news. What's up, Yada? What's up, Browski? What's good with you?
I don't have no bad news. I mean, we're still 10-4. You know, nothing really changed. We're still in the same position we was last week. You know, we tied at the top of NFC East with, of course, the Cowboys because it's always a 2-man race. Yesterday we took an L to the Seahawks, which was crazy. You know, last drive to go down there and see Bradbury get burnt. You know, he get burnt that whole drive. Bradbury was getting burnt.
Yep.
It was almost like they was picking on him.
Now
Every
now you know
catch.
how I feel watching Jamel Dean. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
every
right.
catch was on Bradbury. It was crazy, you know. And then he said, you know, after the game on that last play where he got burnt, he bit on the route. He thought that it was gonna be a comeback route. I said, my man, he burned you about 4 or 5 yards ahead of you. What are you talking about?
Man,
what route did you think? What route would you expecting where the guy is about 5 feet ahead of you, going down the sideline? Like, what would you expecting, man?
And again, I think that, you know, when you talk about, you know, the Eagles right now, it's a lot of different perspectives and a lot of different opinions or whatever. But I think that it boils down to like what a lot of people are saying, that the offense has become predictable, the defense is non-existent, the championship pedigree is not there. We talked early in the season about Super Bowl letdown. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, they're gonna be all right, this and that and the third. Everybody's not playing up to standard, you know what I mean? Even, you know, they had penalty on Jason Kelsey. You know what I mean? It's just stuff that doesn't normally happen, you know what I mean, on a championship run to a championship team. So I think that, like you said, you lost 3 games in a row. You're still 10-4. You're still in position that, you know, when anything can happen with the way the season is going, topsy-turvy. What you expect to happen doesn't normally happen. You know what I mean? You're still in a position that you could still get the bye. If I'm you, I'm not mad either. I'm not mad.
Listen, I'm not jumping off the Ben Franklin Bridge like everybody else is. I feel like people are going overboard because we got so successful quickly, you know, and we were used to that success with our core players. When we speak about the defense last season, you know, our defense was a bunch of dogs. You know, you can feel the aggression. They was intimidating the guys on the other side of the ball this season, still with the same core group of guys. You just missing a couple of guys, and it's like soft. Nick Sirianni made the change at defense coordinator that nobody saw coming. We were so focused on the lackluster offense that when Nick made the change to having Matt Patricia called the defensive plays and threw Sean Desai up in the booth with the other guys, that threw us through a loop. And we was like, okay, well, let's see. He's making those type of adjustments. But then on the offensive side, we were still the same boring 10-14, which is crazy to say. Right. When you hear it saying like it's a boring offense, but we're 10-4. It's so boring that on the Man and simulcast that had Christian McCaffrey on there, he was able to call our offense. And he was correct. He knew what play was coming up next because we run the same plays over and over and over again. And I've been speaking on this for several weeks. It's like this offense is boring. There's no motion. There's no disguises. You see us line up 2 wide receivers, a tight end, 2 running backs. You think in your mind it's gonna be a run. Yep. It's gonna be a halfback dive up the right side, which probably go for 1 or 2 yards. And then we'll follow that up with a quarterback draw on the same side. So it's crazy to sit here and just to watch this team play so underwhelming when last season we was highlight after highlight after highlight. I gotta put some blame on Jalen Hurts also. I know I seen people out here trying to do some type of comparison between him and Carson Wentz. I think
that's crazy. And whoever said that,
yeah,
whoever said that right there to try to make a comparison between Jalen Hurts and Carson Wentz, stay off the drugs, man. Leave the drugs alone.
They went a little too far left, but I do have to throw some criticism his way because that last possession of the game, we could have went down there. We have one of the best kickers in football that can hit a 61-yard field goal in terrible weather. For him to go down there and just force the ball to AJ Brown, and that was him. It was like forcing the ball down there.
59%, 59.2%. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. I mean, you don't really get to speak about, your team's, commitment and things of that nature. Y'all just have to bear down and grind, man. Put your nose to the grindstone and make it happen. Leave alone the sideline altercations. You went from the security guy, you know what I mean, in the previous game to this time you had some other guy on the Seahawks staff. Y'all got to focus on what's in front of you. I think that the hard times are spreading on y'all right now, and I think again it's kind of like the whole thing that encapsulates the sports thing. Get the losing streak out the way. Get hot when it's time to get hot. That's what I say, Browski. Get hot when it's time to get hot, man. You know what I mean? You're not gonna go 15-2. You know what I mean? So 13-4 is the look right now. So I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so again,
I'm not mad at that at all, neither. Like looking at our schedule, like I said, we had one of the hardest schedules that they put together. When people saw the schedule, no one thought that we was going to go, 15-2, 14-3. Like I didn't expect it. I thought this was going to be a grind of a season, especially with the 2 new changes at coordinator. It's just when we watch it, it's just so. It's hard to put the words to it because we know what type of team we have. I think that next season we probably won't be seeing Brian Johnson next season at all. We probably won't be seeing Sean Desai at all. I don't even know if we won't be seeing Matt Patricia next season at all. I think they're going to have to do a whole revamp there. And
a lot of people might not see.
Yeah, I mean, we might not see a lot of people next season. And the writing is on the wall for Bradbury. I said that it was a mistake to bring
in graffiti letters. Graffiti letters.
You know, on the train,
Absolutely.
on the L going past on 52nd Street. You see Bradbury is going right there.
I mean, okay, we're gonna get back to that, but on to happier things.
Oh, here you go.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, my Tampa Bay Buccaneers, are in first place in the NFC South. That's right. Absolutely. I'm gonna pop my collar, like, you know what I mean? 7-7, I'll take it. We're not 10-4 like some squads, you know what I mean? But 7-7, I'll take it. We played our most complete game of the season against the Green Bay Packers. A road winner made things better. Baker Mayfield, 4 touchdowns. He completed 10 passes to Chris Godwin. Now our tough thing is ahead of us. We got to play the New Orleans Saints coming up. And we're in control of our own destiny. Are we going to go to the Super Bowl? No. But I'm proud of my team. 7-7 in first place. I mean, that's the NFC South. It is what it is, right? You're going to win that division at what, Browski? 8-9. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, again, I'm proud of my Buccaneers, man. It's Baker Mayfield, my quarterback. You won't see me up here crying like T.O. and none of that. You know what I mean? I'm going to take what I can get from Baker Mayfield right now. There's important games to be left, but my Buccaneers got to finish the job. The picture's starting to clear up a little bit as far as the NFL is concerned. Big game coming up this weekend, especially on the holiday. On Christmas night, you got the Baltimore Ravens going into San Francisco to see the 49ers. This is shaping up to be this week's game of the year. Maybe a Super Bowl preview. A lot of stuff will be settled after this game. We got Win Walker in the house. Win, what's your perspective, man? The Ravens in your division, you're a Steelers dude. Man. What's your perspective in regards to the Ravens, Niners?
The Ravens
coming up.
The Ravens is how can I say this? They're Cinderella.
Oh.
When it strike 12,
that was the wrong answer.
Yeah.
That's all hate right there. That's hate right there. I love it.
That was the wrong answer. Ravens are Cinderella. Go ahead, finish your thought, Wayne. Finish your thought.
Hey, for real though. Hey, Lamar, he got some games coming up against some people. That's our very last game, which we'll lose, of course.
We got to take it. We got to take it to the Chappelle chamber now, Browski. Hate.
Yeah, that was straight hate. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, they weren't expecting to do what they doing. For real, they wasn't.
All right, listen, Win Walker. That's really a heavy bias opinion right there. I should have known that was coming. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you, big bro. I'm not mad at you. Listen, the Ravens. This is it right here. This is their Waterloo right here. This is it.
They don't do it
unless there's going to be some kind of rain going on out there in the West Coast. You ain't got to worry about no weather. You know what I mean?
I know.
Go out there and handle your business. The 49ers going to be waiting for you. What's your thoughts on that, Browski? We're going to get into it. What's your thoughts?
I think that's going to be a highly competitive game, and it's crazy that it's on Christmas. You know, to me, Christmas always was, basketball day. Generally heavy basketball, but this game is going to take over. We're definitely going to see what Lamar is really made of. We're also going to see, what Brock Purdy is really made of too, going against a pretty solid Baltimore defense. See if the Debos and the Christian McCaffreys and the Kittles of the world is going to live up to the hype. Like these guys,
Chase Young playing in the biggest game of his life.
Chase Young playing in the biggest game he in his whole career in the NFL.
Right.
Seriously,
right.
I just think it's going to be a really good game. If you ask me who I'm rooting for, I'm just going to say, yeah, of course I'm rooting for Baltimore. of course, you know.
I figured that much.
Of course, I'm going to root for the Ravens, but I do expect it to be high scoring. You know, I want to see if that San Francisco defense is going to be able to contain Lamar. You know, will Lamar use his legs? Some people look at this as a potential Super Bowl preview.
Yeah, I do.
But, you know, both these teams coming in here, both with 11 wins, top of their division, top of the conference. You know, battle of the number 1 seeds. And who would have thought that we would have said that the Ravens would have been the number 1 seed? You know, we all instantly assumed, you know, the Chiefs would have been the number 1 seed, but Baltimore came in here and took stronghold on the AFC this season. So let's go Ravens.
You know what? This game is going to be. It's going to kind of tell it all. You know what I mean? This is what you like to see. Hopefully, you know, by the time we get to next Monday, Christmas night.
Yeah.
Everybody will be healthy. You know what I mean? Won't be no significant injuries or no nonsense going on. You know, we can see Odell at his best and Debo at his best, and you know what I mean. Gus Edwards at his best. Brock Purdy does his thing. You're going to have Mr. Irrelevant. You know what I mean? Against one of the guy that really was the one who the chain reaction in regards to the quarterbacks getting paid. All right, Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is his star turn right here, and we're gonna really see what it is. We're gonna see who's ready for it, and see if the stage is too big for somebody. There are a couple of other trap games I wanted to talk about before we moved on. You have the Detroit Lions against the Minnesota Vikings.
That's a super trap game.
Yeah, that's a really, really big trap game, and there's another one too that I wanted to talk about too. The Lions and the Vikings. You really don't know what Detroit Lions team you're gonna get, and we're in week 16, right? You know what I mean? So, and it's sad to say that you don't know what Lions team you're gonna get. When you think that the Lions got it together, you know, and they turn up a stinker on Thanksgiving against Green Bay. You know what I mean?
Well, we all know the Lions don't win on Thanksgiving.
I mean, you know, but that was their chance. They had no excuses. They had no excuses. The way they got beat against Green Bay at home on Thanksgiving. But going up a division game against the Vikings, the Lions have a lot to prove. What do you think in regards to the Lions? Are they going to put their stamp on the division? Are they going to nail it down? Are they going to go into this game? Or are they going to let everybody down like they usually do?
I mean, like you said, we don't know what Lion team we're going to get. You know, we can have Jared Goff go out there and throw 3 picks, or he can go out there and throw 3 touchdowns. We don't know what he's going to do. You know, it's crazy. But they should, go there and lock down that division and get the Vikings out of here, because truthfully, what are they playing for? Justin Jefferson is hurt. They didn't jumped off the Josh Dobbs bandwagon with the quickness. They definitely jumped out off of that one real quick. They didn't downgrade this man to the 3rd string quarterback.
Right. They ready to kick him out the building.
Yeah, like they downgraded him to 3rd string quarterback like his name was Zach Wilson. It's just crazy. So I do expect Detroit to put the hammer down on them. But it depends on what Jared Goff we're gonna get. He can go back to Jared Goff of the Rams, or he could be the Jared Goff of this season, which still has been up and down. The defense really has been coming together. CJ Gardner-Johnson supposed to be back this week also, so that should help them a lot. Their running game has been fantastic. The kid Gibbs, he's been great. He's going to
be that right draft pick, right?
Absolutely. He's looking like what Atlanta fans thought they was getting
what Robinson was going to be
with Bijan, but
Bijan,
it's not
right.
I'm not. I won't throw all that on Bijan because the Falcons their head coach is just they don't know what they're doing in Atlanta.
Story.
Yeah, that's another story. But Gibbs is definitely showing that he was worthy of that first round pick that Detroit used on him.
Absolutely.
So I definitely do expect Detroit to go out there and lay the hammer down on these Vikings and put them out their misery so that they can prepare for next season.
All right. Another trap game I was looking at was the Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, come on, man.
No.
When you can't say that because
go ahead, Brown. Get him.
No, because the way that these Chiefs has been playing, no one can catch it. No one can catch the ball. No one can catch. It's gotten so bad that now even Travis Kelce is dropping the ball. Okay, and it's not the fact that these guys just threw up 1 million points against the Chargers because the Chargers clearly gave up, because what everyone say, oh, Justin Herbert wasn't playing, but their whole defense was playing. The starting defense was playing for the Chargers. Herbert don't play defense.
Herbert didn't give up 53 points.
Exactly.
That's right.
He didn't give up 33 points in the first half. That was Bosa and Khalil Mack and Darwin James and
Darwin James, right. So hold up, Bowski. Hold up, Bowski. Why would you say that's not a trap game?
It's not. It's not.
Why do you say that?
Because it's a one-sided game. It's already it's a done die. Kansas City gonna win about 20. Watch.
Kansas City only won by 10 against
Kansas City gonna win. Kansas City gonna win by 20.
10 Patriots team.
Yeah.
They should have blew the Patriots out, but you know why they didn't blow them out? Because everybody was dropping the ball. Everybody dropping passes. That's been the MO this season. So we can't look at this game and saying, oh, it's going to be lopsided. It could be lopsided, but their history.
I mean, what's going on this season, right? And like how the season is going, man. Anything could happen, yo. Down in Sports Talk, we're in the building, man. It's Tuesday night. We got Broski in the house. Go ahead, Broski. Go ahead.
And I was going to say, and the Raiders has found new life. With Antonio Pierce as the coach, he brought life back to the team.
Yeah, he has brought life to him, and
he brought life back to him.
They rub his little shiny head and all that. So yeah, he brought life in there.
The views expressed by Whitmore. The views expressed by Whitmore.
And that Taylor Swift curse is definitely in full effect with the Chiefs. They better
booed her.
They better tell her to stop going to games.
Hey, they booed her. They booed her.
Oh, they booed her everywhere. They better tell her to stop going to games.
In other news, everybody's buddy is coming back tonight. NBA, Ja Morant making his return to the court against the New Orleans Pelicans. I want to get everybody's opinion in regards to this 25-game suspension and the whole situation as a whole. And where do you see Ja Morant going down the road in regards to this season and in the future? I'm going to start with you, Bowski. Go ahead.
I mean, I can't say nothing about it until the next incident happens. I mean, the way that his trajectory in the league with suspensions and just doing dumb shit outside of everything. I don't know. Only thing I know is that he won't be making no All NBA team. Only thing I know that he won't be in consideration for an MVP or any of those accolades this season. What I do know is that his team desperately need him, and they are they definitely have fallen on the wayside with him being out. I mean, with him coming back in today, they right now they currently getting blown out by 38 points. By what 22 points from the Pelicans right now. You know, they're losing right now to the Pelicans with Ja Morant, you know, his first game back. So it's going to take them some time to everyone knowing they role again, because they're so used to playing without him. You know, he's their biggest star, but they are extremely used to not playing without Ja Morant. So he has to find his new role on the team, because other guys are stepping up. Desmond Bane is now, you know, he is looked to as a leader on the team and actively scoring. You know, you got Jared Jackson Jr., you know, supposedly one of the leaders of the team. So Ja got to figure out where he fits in on this team and make the transition, you know, as smoothly as he can. But this season may be a wash for the Grizzlies this year, especially looking at the competition in the West. You know, those 25 games that he missed really hurt the team and hurt their position to even make the play-ins for this season. But what did you feel about Ja coming back?
Listen, Ren, you got a thought? Because I definitely got some things to say. I want to say about this. You got
I want to see, and this is the truth. I want to see the new improved Ja Morant. You've been out 25 games now. You got all this on your back. They do you worse than a dude accused of rape. They do you worse than a assault artist
who's still playing
and who's still an assault battery artist. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I want to see if you got your head on straight. How you gonna come back and tackle this? Are you coming back to work, or are you coming back just to snub the NBA and say, "Ha ha, look at me"? You know, I want to see which Ja Morant comes. You know what I'm saying? But 25 games, it's a long time to be out. The chemistry ain't gonna be there. The gel ain't gonna be there. The game speed ain't gonna be there because you didn't get to go practice or none of that.
facts.
Because you was out. They kept you without practice and without anything else.
They,
So what
and
you
also
do?
we also when it might be some resentment from your teammates because of you making poor decisions, and now look where we at in the standings. So it could
Yeah,
be some resentment from his teammates.
y'all almost as bad as Golden State right now. But I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
they like neck and neck. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, they are.
So that's my thoughts. And please don't come out popping and acting boastful. Be as humble as you can and come in here and let your numbers do the talking.
Exactly.
Let your numbers.
Let you play, do the talking, and I just I'm really rooting for the guy. I want him to be successful because
Yeah.
I feel like what's going on right now, he got a bad rap. You know, we've been talking about this Josh Giddey thing, and we keep hearing more and more things, but this guy is still playing.
They ain't
He's
gonna do nothing to
still
him.
playing.
But
So
Ja,
I just don't get it.
hey, think about it, Ja. You the one that's feeding the family. Don't take the spoon out the baby's mouth. Don't take the spoon out the baby's mouth.
it's too late. It's too late for that. It's too late for that because you know why? He missed all those games, right? That's out the window. You only
Without
gonna play
pay.
57 games. You only gonna play 57 games this season. So the awards is out the window, and the money that comes with that. So you already just taking food money out and food out your kid's mouth or whatever the case may be, right? But listen, I'm gonna say this. You're right on the Josh Giddey point. You're absolutely right. So again, you don't want to put too much on Ja Morant. You want to see the new improved Ja Morant. I get it. I think that this season, like Browski talked about, has been a stark contrast to how they played before when Ja was out the lineup. You know what I mean? Right now they're like 6-19
Mm-hmm.
and 7.5 games out of the play-in tournament, right? So I think that even with Ja coming back and them not playing up to their usual par, I think it's the health. You know what I mean? Of the squad, like Marcus Smart has been gone. The guy they got from Boston. You know what I mean? And again, they can't, do what they need to do. I think that Memphis is going to have to deal with a new pace now. The pace that they've been playing is going to have to get speeded up with Ja. I think that it's going to be interesting to see how he involves himself in the offense, like Win Walker was talking about. The real question is, where does Memphis now place himself and position himself in the West against these other teams that are up and coming? I ain't really worried about Ja Morant coming back or Marcus Smart being out, you know what I mean? Or Steven Adams being out for the year. They're not worried about that. So Memphis going to be a team that's going to be on the back end, or they're going to be trying to strive for one of those 10 play-in spots? You know what I mean? Because you know the play-in, if you get hot, you can get hot. But I think that it's going to be interesting to see what Browski talked about. You know, how is that cohesion? You know what I mean? Now this guy just comes in basically off the street, you know what I mean, after incidents, because everybody's, feeling the vibe is not going to be the same. They might tell you that, but in that locker room, it's a different story. You know what I mean? So, if he could generate some easy baskets, they're not looking for him to be dunking on people right now. Just get yourself into the flow of the game. And I think that, that's going to be important. But until we see the whole Memphis Grizzlies squad, you can't really, expect too much out of this team. You know what I mean? John, like you said, Browski, he's going to have to get himself into a flow, right? Become just another guy, like Win Walker said. We're going to see the new improved John Morant. Is he going to be, doing the finger wave thing on the sideline when somebody dunks or something like that? You know what I mean? Causing attention to himself. You know what I mean? So that's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, man. So again, like you said earlier, Win Walker, taking money away, that's a done deal. That's the sad part. That's a done deal, man. You know what I mean? And so now you say Adam Silver, was he smart in saying 25 games when you can't be eligible for those awards? You know what I mean? 25 games.
I mean,
you got to play.
I'm not mad at that.
Eligible, right? Huh?
Yeah. I'm not mad at that because it has to be some consequences.
Yep. You got what he deserved.
Yeah, you can't go out, do something stupid like that, and then expect to be the MVP of the league. You didn't put a terrible light on the league, and then you come back and you play. Yeah, but with that happening, and then we still have this uncertainty with the Josh Giddey thing. It's just
right.
And then on top of that, we got the whole Draymond Green situation happening.
Right.
With him being out, at least 3 weeks, but they still haven't put down how many games he's going to be suspended. They say he's going to be out for 3 weeks.
Well, you count those games. All those, however many amount of games that they have to play in that 3 week period. But for me, now you're putting a number on it. You instead of went from indefinitely now to 3 weeks. So how many games in that 3 week period that he's going to miss? 10. How many games is he going to miss in that 3 week period? Now see, looking at the schedule. Yeah. Yeah, so again, I think that indefinite for me should have meant at least after the All-Star break, at least.
Yeah, and it seems like he's going to miss around probably like 20 games.
Okay, 20 games. Is that enough?
But my thing is that enough? Just say it. Just say we
say 20 games, right? Absolutely.
20 games. And then saying, we got to go to counseling. What is counseling going to do? This is
the same counsel they said Ja Morant to.
Yeah, like this man is what, 30,
the same counsel they said Ja Morant to. That's right.
Like what type of counseling?
The same counsel they sent Ja Morant to.
Yeah, like
that's where Draymond Green is going.
He is who he is, and he is who he is, and
I don't know about all that because he says that he tends to have a what you call it, Win Walker. he tends to have a MO for the people that he hits. I would like to see him. I would like to see him accidentally swing on Giannis. I would like to see that.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Now I'm gonna throw this out here. You know, I like a little bit of conspiracy stuff here and there. What if Draymond has CTE?
What if Draymond Green has CTE?
What if he got CTE? We never really discussed CTE outside of football. You know, what if he got CTE?
When did Draymond Green bang his head?
I mean, listen.
I'm sorry. I missed that one.
I don't know. Look, I'm just trying to figure out why this man act the way he acts. Maybe
because he can.
Because he can.
Maybe he got extreme anger issues. I mean, I don't know.
Browski, it goes way back. Like, listen. Remember what championship was that when he was doing an interview when he was drunk and high as hell? Yep. Not that's like a regular thing now, but what
was that, the first one?
That was the first clue.
That was the first one.
That was the first clue. Right?
I'm just jumping out the window. I'm just trying to figure out what is going on with this guy.
But Bobrowski, look how many incidents.
Over the years. I am not.
It's a pattern.
His mixtape is amazing. Okay,
it's crazy, right? His
mixtape is my favorite. That's one. Right. My favorite one is the one I believe. I don't know who they was playing. I think they was playing against Cleveland, but I know they had the blue jersey on. He went up. He must have missed the rebound. He fell down. The guy has the ball. He's all the way down the other end of the court. Draymond gets up, starts all the way down just to tackle him. I said, that's my favorite one. Like, what are you doing, my man? Like,
what you doing, son? Here's my whole thing.
Playing football.
Some veteran ex-player, ex-NBA players, and veteran players chimed in on this and said, and I quote one of them, I don't want to bring their names up. He said, Draymond know who he's picking on. He know who
absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I mean, listen.
He know what he's doing. He don't got no CTE. He don't got he know what he's doing.
Look,
he got BULLIE. He got bully syndrome. That's what he got.
Hey, listen. Did you see how Giannis was running after that game ball when they played the Indiana Pacers? And he had 64 points, and they tried to switch the game. But did you see how he was running after that? Yo, Draymond Green don't want no parts of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Period. And you see how Giannis was talking to the man on the sideline. He was like, "Yo," and my man wasn't saying nothing to him. Draymond Green is very selective. He has an MO. He has a pattern. He know what he's doing, yo.
Listen, he didn't stumped on Sabonis chest. He didn't kick Bron several times. Steven Adams several times.
Didn't he get LeBron? But LeBron was from behind, right?
Yep.
He basically like fell into right. Like it's a lot.
It's a lot, yo.
It's a lot. And
we didn't even talk about how you stuffed the homie. We didn't even bring that one back up.
Listen, I'm not defending him.
We ain't even talk about how you just punched my man in the face for nothing, like bang, just snuffed him.
Listen, this guy is just
that goes. We just gonna let that rock. That's nothing. We just talk about the on the court stuff.
Yeah.
No, not
the stuff like when he was calling Kevin Durant all types of names.
Cupcake.
You know what I mean? Like he was on the same team with Kevin Durant.
But did you see Kevin Durant defend him? But did you see Kevin Durant defend him?
No.
He did.
Shot.
He
took shots.
He kind of defended him a little bit. He ain't go hard. He ain't go hard like he should. He should have went super hard. But
yeah, I remember when they was on
look, like Draymond got too much time on his hands. He didn't want Draymond to show up to his crib. Draymond got nothing but time.
They done went all the way back to Izzo and talked to him.
Yeah.
At Michigan State. They done went all the way back to the end and say, was he doing this when he played for y'all? No.
No, he wasn't. But I feel like
you know what Draymond Green looked like at Michigan State. You ever seen that picture of Raekwon when he was in grade school? You ever seen that picture of Raekwon from Wu-Tang Clan when he was in grade school? That's how Draymond Green looked. Now, who's gonna be scared of that?
I feel like Draymond Green when he came
to the Warriors, that? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like when
I'm sorry, Chef. My bad. I'm sorry, Chef.
I feel like when he came into the league, he tried to find his identity. He was like, well, Steph is the shooter. Clay can shoot. I gotta be the tough guy. There's no tough guy. I gotta be the tough guy on the team. And I just think he just took it a little too far. I think he was looking at tapes of Barkley and Oakley and Mason.
He said he was looking at tapes of Rodney.
But at the end of the day, Kimmy, he cost his team a ring, yo.
He did.
That's the worst part.
He did.
All of that comes all in the game. All that's in the territory. Like you said, we had Anthony Mason, Sprewell, Vernon Maxwell. You can name them. Run a whole list of cats that was off the hook. Xavier McDaniel. You name them, right? So, but this dude actually did it to cost his team literally cost his team a championship. Literally cost his team a championship.
I think he's to the point now where he's just doing things. It's not like that last one. It wasn't even a basketball move. Like he tried to bait him in so bad, and he didn't take the bait to the point where he was like, "Well, I'm already committed to this. I'm going to smack
Yep.
He was already
committed. Go hard to go home. That's right.
Go hard to go home. Full throttle.
That's right.
Might as well go full throttle. Shit, I'm committed. Let's get it.
So I mean, man. Nobody going.
But here's my point. When he seriously injures somebody, it's gonna be too late for
Well,
but I mean, what do you want him to do? I mean, he kicked Steven Adams in the Bozak. He punched the homie in the face. Stuffed him.
He stumps Sabonis in the chest.
Yeah, he stomps Sabonis in the chest. What else do you want him to do? Shoot somebody? What you want him to do? You know what I mean?
Like when he pulled old boy out the air. What if he would have landed on his neck and broke his neck? Stuff like that,
Yeah.
And they hit his pockets for $3 million, but that still ain't deterred.
They ain't gonna do nothing. That's why now when they say words like player safety, it's like, well, Adam Silver,
right?
Put a number to it. How many games are gonna be out? Is it gonna be the season?
Everything is a guessing game. Everything is a guessing game with this dude. With Adam Silver.
Cut. It's
nothing
clear cut path.
He's still trying to be a player's.
Yeah, win. He playing both ends against the middle. Absolutely, win. Playing both ends against the middle, right? That's right. You know what I mean? And again, if you go by the law, even in the Ja Morant thing, 25 games was the most he can give him. Okay, I'll eat that. But when you have a dude that's doing this stuff repetitively, back to back. There's no space in between these incidents where you even can say, well, I learned my lesson. Things happen in the heat of the moment. Nah, yo. You create the heat of the moment. No. Draymond Green creates the heat of the moment in his own mind.
He does.
Right.
He creates the heat of the moment in his own. I'm gonna get my Fraser Crane on for a second. Let me get my Fraser Crane on.
And shit, he like a little bad kid.
Draymond Green creates that situation and scenario in his mind where it's like he's have to be reactionary to everything. And once he gets caught being the reactionary person, It's like it was an accident. I didn't mean to do it. What didn't you mean to do?
Yeah.
Help this man in his chest.
This is what I
You didn't mean to kick. You didn't mean to kick my man in the Bozak. You didn't mean to do that. Come on, yo.
It's like
this ain't this like a situation where you. To me, it's no excuses. They just keep letting you live and letting you live and letting you live and letting you live. And I think the ultimate decision is going to have to come down to the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, he like a dope fiend that keeps going back and forth to prison, and the judge say, "Don't come in my courtroom no more. Don't come in my courtroom."
But the Warriors are like the dope fiend's wife. They keep taking him back in the crib in the neighborhood
and keeps covering me. Yeah, it's gonna be all right this time, baby. It's gonna be all right this time. I gotta look.
This after school moment was brought to you by YADABEAR.
Right.
That was an after school moment, y'all. That was after school moment. Down in Sports Talk, we're in the building, man. We're gonna get down on it early tonight because I think this is gonna be an extended version of Get Down on It. And I'm gonna go first tonight because I got some things I want to talk about right quick. First of all, this right here, when you do this right here, when you throw your fingers up in there like that, 2 weeks ago, that meant something. It turned from $10,000 for an appearance at a pizza place to $0. And I'm talking about Tommy DeVito. I'm down on Tommy DeVito and I'm down on his agent, right? When it was all good, how you say it, Browski? It was all good a week ago?
It was all good just a week ago.
They wanted you to come to this pizza place and was in Iceland, New Jersey. Your agent, since you had a comeback win against the Green Bay Packers, you were the hero of the night or whatever, you upped the appearance fee from $10,000 to $20,000. And then here comes the New Orleans Saints game where you didn't have such a good day. You got hit, put in a concussion protocol. And it ended up, what happened today? Today, he ended up going to the pizza place, making an appearance for no money. Zero. Nada. Jack Bone, like we used to say. Doo-doo brown. Flatline. So, again, at the end of the day, Tommy DeVito and your agent got some talking to do, man. Because at the end of the day, you wasn't really in a position to call no shot like, I'm not going to go because the appearance fee is too low. 10 stacks, yo. You know what I mean? Just show up, man. Say your little highs and get your bread and keep it pushing. You know, because this thing is fleeting, man, as you see. And that's my get down. What's up with you, Bosky? What you getting down on?
I'm getting down on the women's NCAA. In particular, LSU. It's LSU has, been quietly exploded.
Imploding.
Yeah, it's imploding down there. We had the situation earlier with Reese, not being with the team. Nobody saying why she didn't want the team. People speculating about the grades. People speculating other things, personal things. But everyone, Kim Mulkey, tight-lipped about it. And then we turn around and out of nowhere, one of the other players just leaves the team. Didn't say she was suspended.
Katari Poole, right?
Yes. Nobody said she was suspended. Nobody said anything about her grades. Nobody said anything that was going, within the team. She played one game. The next day, she was gone. She was off the team. Like, kicked off the team. Out of nowhere.
I speculate. Enough time has went by where we could speculate and put two and a half together. I'm gonna say this, and I really don't do the speculation thing, but my mind is just telling me that it's something else. And I'm thinking right now that the dominoes are starting to fall a little bit, and the first domino to fall was Katari Poole, right? So if you work your way backwards, If you work your way backwards in the situation, maybe they got.
I know where you're going.
Yeah, they got it. Something happened in the locker room, and Coach Kim Mulkey had to make a choice. It's either going to be Angel Reese or it's going to be Qatari Poole. So now, to me, it's starting to come out slowly but surely. So, because Qatari Poole, he transferred from Ohio State to LSU, right?
Yes, she did.
Okay, so again, I'm saying, she's on the team. Angel Reese is doing, all of this and getting all the fame and all of that and the notoriety and this and that and the third. Maybe something happened. They had a blow up. Kim Mulkey was in the middle of it. She didn't want to, put it out there what really went down. Maybe she said something. I don't know. But at the end of the day, both of them could not exist on the team. So you saw it happen.
That's true. But also, if we go a little bit further back into Kim Mulkey's past, when she was with Baylor,
okay,
all the stuff that was happening there, people.
It was crazy going down then.
Yeah, and when Baylor had that whole scandal there, and Kim Mulkey is telling Brittany Griner, "Oh well, don't be so much yourself because we're still trying to get recruits here." We all know what Brittany Griner is all about. And then we look at Qatari Poole. She's on that same type time.
Right.
And then, and then we fast forward, to this season where you see Kim Mulkey exploding on the sideline when your team is up by 1,000,000 points and getting ejected out of the game. For what reason? Because of a call? You're beating this team by like 40 points. Why are you getting so upset that they missed a foul or something on your end and you just exploding and you get kicked out the game? Angel Reese got to hold you back on the sideline because you look like you want to fight the refs. It's a lot of things going on there, and I think more that the season go on, we definitely going to get the spotlight. Definitely going to be shining on them. And also, I want to talk about where's the respect for Dawn Staley in South Carolina. This team has been blowing out teams on historic fashion all season long. And it's not just bum teams,
Right.
They destroyed Maryland. They destroyed Notre Dame. They've been destroying these teams. So I need to know, where is the love for them? Where's the love for UCLA? Where's the love for Texas?
Juju. Right. Show Juju some love.
For USC? Where's the love for Colorado? Where's the love to North Carolina State? Like, come on now. We all want to talk about these same teams, the Iowas, the LSUs, South Carolinas, the Tennessees, the Stanfords, but what about these other teams that's showing out? Texas, they balling like crazy in Texas. Texas 11-0. I can't remember the last time Texas was 11-0. So this season, I'm definitely looking forward to this season NCAA tournament because as years past, it's been a low post game. This year, it's coming out to the 3-pointers. Everybody's hitting threes. Everybody have crazy handles. It's been a very exciting season so far, and I just wanted for it to keep going. So that's my get down. My get down is on them, and hopefully Kim Mulkey will slow it down. Relax, chill out, just chill. Call your games. What about you, Win? What you get down on?
I don't know where. I'm gonna get down on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I knew it.
I'm getting down. Mostly, I'm getting down on Mitch Trubinsky. And just like this right here that I'm holding, let me put it in front of the camera right quick. He's trash.
Oh,
I got a trash can. I got a Pittsburgh Steelers trash can.
trash biscuit.
Mitch trash Visky. Trash. He's trash. He's in his golden years in the NFL. He needs to go and get out of here. You know, he's not going to be one of those quarterbacks that's going to be rejuvenated anytime soon. I also want to get down on, which I hate to say, Mike Tomlin. You got to get your act together, brother, or they're going to give you a slow ride out of town. They got a ticket waiting on you.
Why you say that, man?
Because even though he's never had a losing season, he done took him to 3 Super Bowls. He's won 1. He went back to back. Even though they've only had 4 coaches in Steelers history, and you can name them all. It's time for you to come with a new scheme to get that fire back. Ben Roethlisberger was on a podcast show, and he said the people that's playing now don't know what it's like to have that Pittsburgh tradition. You know, he wasn't the only one to say it. There was some other former players. You got to be willing to be like Shazier and risk your life playing for the Steelers. That man got paralyzed and was ready to come back if they would have released him to play again. Hey, you got to have that dedication. You got to bleed that black and gold. And these youngsters they got now is flamboyant, not work. They don't have that work ethic. Even though they might have said Antonio Brown was crazy, he had that work ethic, and he wanted to win. He had that drive, you know.
They say the same thing about Le'Veon Bell.
Can I say something about the Steelers?
Well, I'm not finished.
Go ahead.
Like Pickens. On more than one occasion, even this last game, you are walking around not getting into the play, bruh. You're not throwing any blocks. You just watching the game. It's time for you to go, no matter how good you think you is.
Can I say something about the Steelers? Now, I've been on the train of saying that it's time for Tomlin to go in Pittsburgh. You know, you Steelers fans has been coming at me all crazy. Oh, you always want to throw the same fact. He hasn't had a losing season his whole time there. But let's say this. He's been there for 17 seasons, right? He only won.
That's a long time, yo.
He only won a playoff game in 4 of those seasons. He's been there for 17. I'm going to say it again. He's been there for 17 seasons. That's 17 years. And out of those 17 years he's been in Pittsburgh, he only won a playoff game in 4 of those years. 4.
So you mean to tell me he's Marvin Lewis in disguise?
Yes. And look, wow. That's 2008, 2010, 2015, and 2016. So in 17 years, out of all of those years in Pittsburgh, and that black and gold, the tradition, the quarterbacks, the Big Bens, and the terrible towns, the Le'Veon Bells, the Antonio Browns, all of that, you won a playoff game in 4 years, and you telling me that it's not time for him to go? It's been time for him to go. This is another case of the Marvin Lewis effect. Okay?
He'll be all right.
No, he'll be all right. Yeah, he'll be all right with adding another year to not making the playoffs or not winning the playoff game. You're going to be another year. We're going to say, oh, well, you don't have a losing season. You know, he's 8-9.
And you know what else they're gonna say? Well, they only had 3 coaches since the 70s.
Yeah.
Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin. That's it.
And what has they gotten now?
Right. What has it gotten? What has it gotten, Windwalker? What has it gotten?
The Steelers are behind the times.
How many Super Bowls y'all got?
The Pittsburgh Steelers organization are behind the times. They are still on their old guard BS. It's time for them to
we've been to Super Bowl in the 2000s a total of 3 times. Dallas has been 0 times, but they speak of Dallas.
But guess what? We're not talking about the Cowboys. We're talking about the Steelers.
Okay, let's talk about the Eagles.
How many Super Bowls have y'all won in the 2000s? Hey,
how many have y'all won in the 2000s?
Okay, let's talk about the Eagles.
We're only a couple years removed from the Super Bowl, okay? And we just went to the Super Bowl last season. Where was y'all at last season? Where were the Steelers at last season? Mike Tomlin not having to lose a season.
My question is
when you don't make the playoffs, it's a losing season. When a coach has been to a team for 17 years and you only won a playoff game out of 4 of those 17 years, it's a problem. You want to fire everybody else around Mike Tomlin, but Mike Tomlin is the guy that's the real problem, because when y'all fired Matt Canada, y'all fired the other defensive coach that was fighting in the bars. But guess what? When y'all fired those guys, Mike Tomlin stayed there, y'all still ain't win shit. Mike Tomlin is the problem.
Here's my question. Here's my question to you. How many Super Bowls have y'all won?
Oh my God. Here we go with all the past. Here we go.
Right.
Now you sound like a Cowboy fan. Now you sound like a Cowboy fan.
They haven't been in the new millennium either. Neither one of y'all been in the new millennium. Neither one of y'all.
When the last time you won the Super Bowl? When the last time Pittsburgh Steelers won the Super Bowl?
Exactly.
2010 and 11.
2010. And guess what? It's 2023.
You sound like the Yankees.
Okay.
You sound like the Yankees.
Get out of here. You sound
that's 12 years. I'm just saying, in this century, how many times have you been? Once. How many times have you won?
No, we've been there 3 times. Now you want to talk about centuries? You want to talk about centuries? We've been there 3 times this century. Okay? So sit back. Shh. Be quiet. Okay?
We've been there 3 times. We won. Did you win?
Yeah, we did. Guess what?
Yeah.
It was more recent than y'all. Okay?
Lord,
last time y'all won the Super Bowl was 13 years ago.
Okay.
It's about to be 2024. You talking about 2010? Get out of here. Get out of here. Go ahead. Go sit down with the Cowboys fans. Go sit down.
And we went back to back. We went 2010 and then went right back in 2011 against Green Bay. Back.
Did not go to the Super Bowl in 2011.
We didn't go after we beat the Cardinals. We didn't go right back and play Green Bay and lost. We didn't go right back
and lost. Okay, that's in 2011. So we're talking about 22 years ago. There's people who wasn't even born yet. Okay,
no, not 22 years ago.
22 years ago.
That's not 22.
I don't want to go back and have a history lesson. We talking about recent.
We went back to back. We played the Cardinals, beat them, and then we lost the next year. We went right back.
Kenny Pickett wasn't even born. Okay, get out of here.
Okay. Are y'all going right back? Are y'all going back to back?
Hey, guess what? We're going to the playoffs. Are the Steelers
playoffs? You want to talk about playoffs? That's all you want. That's the highlight of y'all's team.
We're going off the rails a little bit, man. Down in Sports Talk, you got YADABEAR in the house holding it down. You got Windwalker in the house. Make sure you check us out, man. Every Tuesday, man. We here live and direct doing what we do. Facebook, StreamYard, YouTube, 6 zeros and all that. YADABEAR right there, yo. That's Windwalker over there. I'm left-handed. Don't go nowhere, y'all. We out. We'll talk to y'all next week. Oh, that's right. Next Wednesday. We won't be on Tuesday night. We'll be on Wednesday. All right. We're going to do our end of the year show. Definitely at least 2 hours plus. So make sure y'all tap in, log in, and all that. We're going to have our little drink and we do what it do for the new year. Bring out 23 and bring 24 in with some vibes. All right. Hope to see y'all then next week. That's next Wednesday night. That's what, the 27th, Browski?
Yes. Yes.
The 27th. So we'll see y'all then. All right. We out, y'all. Y'all be peace. Wherever y'all go, enjoy your holidays, man. Be safe out there.
Enjoy your holiday. Happy holidays.
Peace.